first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. The Hornets, fighting for their first win of the series, will try to even the score at 1-1 as they go up against the Knicks. Round 1 of the NBA playoffs continues.
Round 1 of the East rolls on. Game 2 just about ready to tip off. Playoff basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. So with Malone on the bench, here's the 5 for Tom Thibodeau right now. They've got Adebayo. Kawhi Leonard is out there with James. Then it's Jordan, and it's Iverson in at the point. And for Charlotte, Gilbert Arenas is out there with Michael Jordan. And there's Hastings. Then it's Kareem, and it's Anthony in at the 3.
Watch out when Adebayo gets vertical. That's a big damn.
Taking a look at Charlotte. They already find themselves, Greg, in a must-win situation. Dropping game 1 was a shock to their players, coaches, and certainly the fans.
Truth is, a few teams have come back to an 0-2 deficit at home. And yes, it is rare. Expect them, though, to come out tonight with purpose, with a fire in their bellies. They know they can't leave anything out there on the floor tonight.
I'm looking at you. You got a fire in your belly, don't you?
Yes. I'm roaring and ready to go.
Here's Leonard following the bucket by the Hornets. Here's Hastings. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
Oh, he's automatic from the mid-range, and the defense knows that. It's a mistake to give up a shot like that.
That one good for 2.
And this is the attack mindset you want to see coming into the game.
Tone setting right here early. Love that tenacity.
Hastings no good. Knicks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. No good on the shot. Good D by Jordan. And while we've got a moment, I'd send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Caught up with Coach Charles Lee. Now we talked about the unique challenge of Kawhi Leonard. From his perspective, Coach said Kawhi's strength is the issue. You can throw a lot at him and he'll just fight through it. So intelligence is the key. High IQ defense against a high IQ player. Back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. Here's Jordan, and Jordan sends it back.
And one of the league's most effective shot blockers from that guard position. Jordan can do it and help defense or on the ball.
Hastings, that's good. The Knicks have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. And here's Leonard from 3. The offensive rebound. Jordan kicks to Iverson. Got a piece of it. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. And timeout is called by Charles Lee. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Charlotte in the lead. Outside Arenas. Outside Anthony. Jordan kicks it over to Arenas. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That one's on Anthony.
And Iverson, the master of the and one. Just a rugged, undersized guard who plays well through contact.
Chris Paul, he's checked in for Gilbert Arenas. Weaver's checked in for the Knicks. Now here's Paul. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Iverson. Lays it up off the glass. Iverson's got 6.
Man, he's got that touch working tonight, shooting the ball very well to start this one.
That'll be a 5-second call.
And we've just seen them make mistakes on back-to-back trips. Both those turnovers could have been avoided.
To the inside. Here's LeBron. Hornets with the rebound. They are looking to bounce back after the bitter loss on Saturday.
Yeah, a snowball effect in that one. One thing would go wrong, then another. Really the story of the game.
Yeah, it felt like just the entire roster was stuck in neutral. There was nobody offensively that could get anything going.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for New York.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmares clamps thus far.
They've also done a great job of taking turnovers and producing out of that, working really hard that they're not wasting extra chances that they're creating.
Here's Hastings. Following the basket by LeBron James. From deep, Jordan. Allen Iverson grabs the miss. The Knicks leading by 6. And stolen by Jordan.
The drive, the willpower of Michael Jordan is on a completely different level. He is competing every second he is on the floor and always looking for any way he can beat.
Yao checked in for Abdul-Jabbar. Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for New York. He's off on the second. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Here's Adebayo. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Well, if it ain't broke, just don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Ball left side. Pass to Hastings. Six to shoot. And the officials have called the illegal screen right there.
That's 4 turnovers out of them already. Sloppy play in the early going.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Abdul-Jabbar comes in for Hastings. And Georgia subbed in for Carmelo Anthony. And then for New York, Malone comes in for Bam Adebayo. And Michael Jordan subbed in for Allen Iverson. And so here's Charlotte. The Knicks making the shot.
Now, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
For New York, they had started out 0-1 from the line, missing their only other attempt early.
The drive, the willpower of Michael Jordan is on a completely different level. He is competing every second he is on the floor and always looking for any way he can beat.
Brown, he's checked in for Charlotte. Now here's Paul, following the miss by Carmelo Anthony. Paul left side. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
In for New York, number 43, Pascal Siakam.
11 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Lever the bounce pass. And it's Jordan with the jam.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out
In
there.
for New York, number 35.
Just 4 seconds left in the first quarter of the game.
Their play on both ends has been superb.
Like tonight, all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
And so it's the New York Knicks. 13 points up at the end of the period. And glad to have you with us as we get going here in Game 2. And a comfortable margin for the Knicks here, guys.
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
Brown out there with Chris Paul. Then there's Yao. Then it's Kareem. And it's George in at the 3. So that's who Charlotte starts the second with. Here's Lever. Here's Jordan. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
The Knicks shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. Hornets trail by 16. George up top. Guarded by Jordan. The kick out to Brown. To the paint. Yao draws the double. It's rebounded by Malone. The Knicks shooting a superb 63% from the field.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
And Charlotte turns it over again.
Well, the body language right now is not looking good for this basketball team. The game might be out of reach, but they have to avoid mistakes like that.
Charlotte making a switch here. Arenas is checked in. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Leonard's checked in.
That aggressive mindset of his. Leonard putting it on the floor and drawing contact.
It's his first trip to the line. Free throw drops for Leonard. Leonard hits them both.
Yeah, he may not play in every game, but when it matters, Kawhi Leonard, he's about as good as it gets.
Hornets trail by 20. And here is Abdul-Jabbar. Ball outside. Pass to Arenas. Ripped away. Oh, and here comes Lever all alone. Yep, it counts. And it's 9 points for Jordan.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Charlotte making a switch here.
Jordan's in this era seems to always be catching strays. So during a recent episode of ESPN's Get Up, football analyst Ryan Clark used Westbrook to make a comparison on the difference between Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes.
And the foul called on Michael Jordan.
Lamar Jackson right now is like Russell Westbrook, right? We watch Russell Westbrook throughout the regular season and even in the playoffs have these great statistical games, has this huge impact on what teams are doing. But you remember when he and Dame Lillard went head-to-head and he got emotional. He couldn't make a shot. Right? Everything he was trying to aim, every time he was open, it was hitting the back of the iron. It wouldn't go in. And what did Dame Lillard do? At the end of the game, Dame Lillard sidestep, shot the three, and he hit it with the... Yeah, right. That's the difference right now between Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes.
Okay.
So after ESPN NFL posted the clip on their IG, Westbrook's wife Nina said enough was enough and offered this response. She said, "My goodness, just as a basketball fan, we couldn't even wait for the NBA season to start up before the Russell slander begins. This doesn't make any sense. Two, the only comparison to be made between Russell and Lamar are that they're both unicorns and amazing at what they do. Three, I've never met Ryan and I'm sure he's a nice guy, but please stop. Four, and finally, before you start hating on Russell, at least let the basketball season start. Let him miss a layup or something first. I'm still enjoying the peace and the silence." So Russ shared his wife's response on his IG story. Clark later responded to Nina saying, "I meant absolutely no disrespect. I'd go down in fighting for Russ. He's one of the best ones to me." So Westbrook's first out Hall of Fame.
First round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. The Hornets, fighting for their first win of the series, will try to even the score at 1-1 as they go up against the New York Knicks. Round one of the NBA playoffs continues.
We are set to bring you the action as round one of the Eastern Conference playoffs continues on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. Some extra minutes to fill as the 10 players are listed as inactive due to injury.
With the playoffs looming, they're trying to figure out how to hold steady without their full complement of players.
I don't know if the media was trying to discredit his numbers.
Starting five. We've got Kawhi Leonard.
It was like they were trying to discredit his triple-double because he was too easy for him, right? And he's changing history. And you know, when motherfuckers have heroes, it's hard for them to let go sometimes. And I think while trying to say, hey, these stats ain't really real, right? You became disrespectful to the man who was doing it. Absolutely. Right? Oh, he's stat padding and start doing all that dumb shit when
If it was that easy, why isn't everyone trying it? When Magic Johnson was trying to catch John Stockton in assists, you don't think he was going out there trying to forcefully make assists, making passes that he shouldn't be trying to make, or turning down shots to get an assist? When people are trying to do this, when John Stockton was overpassing, no one said those were padding stats. Padding stats when a guy's trying to get the block record and he's giving up offensive rebounds, he's trying to sit here and get these blocks. No one's counting those. Dennis Rodman's going out of his way to miss. He don't give a fuck about his shooting percentage because he don't score. But he's sitting there missing these layups to get these offensive rebounds. No one used it then. But now you're talking about someone getting a whole bunch of defensive rebounds. You messed up. You made what he did seem like it was easy. And that became the main issue when everybody was like, oh, that's just padding stats. Fuck that. And then it just became this disrespectful thing on someone who was out there working his ass off.
Yeah. I mean, it seems like Westbrook single-handedly made people devalue the importance of a triple-double. Triple-double used to hold this high regard. He does it for a couple of seasons, and now it's well, maybe it's not that big.
It hasn't happened.
Yeah, dropping game one.
You think because he's not really media friendly, and try to try to act like what he does. Like that.
No, that's what it is. It's the same thing where these same people are voting, same people are they got your legacy in their hands. So if you don't kiss their asses, they sit there and fuck with your legacy, and that's the big problem with sports. That if I don't kiss this person's ass, now he's gonna write something negative towards me, and then he's gonna spin it in a way because he has the platform to do it, and he has the voting right to do it.
Yeah. It's that shit. It's confronting the fans. It's
easy to paint a picture.
It's easy.
It seemed like that time with the Lakers really would kind of set it over. As you guys know, Lakers Nation, they're going to come at anybody. You don't really.
Because people pick the side, man, when the Eminem and Kevin Durant thing. People pick sides.
It's both on the stripe.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Yeah, Ryan Clay, that man sit on mind his business, bro.
Jordan against Jordan. Pass to Anthony.
Let's talk about Ryan Clark's suit first and foremost. The color of that thing.
Man, he looked like a passer up his chest.
Yeah.
When he's engaged,
looks like he just be asking people on the late night show.
Look at that thing. So we just wrestling green grab, but
that's his first foul.
Isn't he? He's which one of the fraternities is he in? He's in
with it.
Women fraternity. So it might be the alpha. I think he's the alpha.
Look like a scammer.
And here's
He
Jordan.
might be the alpha. So that could explain the gold nature of that.
On the assist by Jordan.
Fighting through
But yeah,
contact,
rough
not
minded
easy
business,
trying
man.
to
That man ain't did nothing to work hard and work his ass. He's
Good luck with that.
Yeah, shout out to his wife, man, for sticking out for him. She's tired of it. I get it. I'm tired of it.
And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
He's a cap.
Well, you got to take your defense up a notch in the playoffs.
Look at that
It takes
suit,
up
bro.
about 3 notches on this block.
Where would you dig?
He look like he take everybody money from church.
Play here so far in the first.
He on TV a lot. He got to get first before his fist.
I understand, and he normally dresses nice. Like Ryan Clark normally puts it on, but that he missed with that.
It happens.
And here's
Yeah,
New York.
it does.
So, is this after the loss?
Offensive rebound.
Man, okay,
Just Friday after.
So, was this Lamar Jackson's fault?
Covered by Jordan.
Toe stepping on the toe that was
No, really a couple bad throws.
Couple bad throws.
2 bad throws.
Yeah, before that.
He'll be the center.
But it makes it throws the game and do throws. But it was throws throughout the game. Ryan couldn't block nobody. It was a lot.
What team is that?
How many times have we seen that?
Yeah, last year's team was Ravens. And Kansas City went into Baltimore in the AFC Championship game and won.
And Lamar didn't play very well?
He didn't play well. He should have ran more than he did. He should have played like he did. If he would have played like he did in Thursday, in the AFC Championship game, they would have had a
The
better.
Hornets have gone 2 of 3 from the floor.
Hey, this is what I do almost every weekend.
And Adebayo over to help. Some room here for Anthony. And another basket for Charlotte.
A mid-range master. Carmelo Anthony looks to attack in this area whenever he can.
Sometimes this will happen with very, very high level.
Here's Jordan, covered by Jordan.
They overspeak.
There's a whistle.
Right?
That goes on
Like,
Carmelo Anthony.
he probably does this when he plays against
That's 2 fouls for him this quarter. A third
Patrick
would be a
Mahomes.
problem.
He tries to conform to what Patrick Mahomes does. Right? Oh, I'm gonna show everybody I can pass the ball too.
Where to go with it.
Now you're playing his style, you're not playing your style. Right? That happens a lot when you play against I'm playing against Jason Kidd. I would pretend I'm Jason Kidd now. I can do this too. Shit, man, I got 9 turnovers over 15 trying to fuck around and play his game. Right? And sometimes as competitors, we fall into that trap where we try to match the other player's style, knowing that we're going to be critiqued for it. When your dominance, the reason you are great is because of what you do. Right? He's doing what he's doing. You got to do what you do. He's not pretending that he's you and he's going to try to run for them 100 yards. Right? And that happens a lot. And it seems like that's what happens with Lamar sometimes when he play against these pure quarterbacks. I don't know. He feels he has to try to conform to what they're doing to try to get the respect by.
It's only one standard he's been held to, and that's Patrick. Since they came in, they both got 2 MVPs.
Off to a nice start.
So he's been held to that standard. And like Matt Perry got rings, but one got 3 rings,
Leonard defending.
So
if you take away, we do what we do. Take away the ring and
James
just okay, regular season. Who's the better player in regular season? Also, okay, who's the best player without the championship game?
Boy,
Who's
they're
the best player
on fire
playoff?
right now, cooking with gas, starting this one out 4 or 5.
So playoff Patrick Mahomes is better, and then it's toss up and
regular season.
Regular season toss up. Okay.
Lamar, so they got 2 regular season MVPs.
It's saying like you said, Lamar said that his legs are way better than my favorite game, and then the playoffs and people that been around like that. He's actually defending to your point.
You can look bad in the AFC Championship game. It just, but people like, they didn't think, okay, this is Baltimore year to get to the Super Bowl. Right? This is Lamar's chance to go get him one. At home, but you've always have to go on the road in the playoff game, which is tough. Now you got them boys coming to your house.
In the first quarter. Here's Jordan.
You might not miss your opportunity. Them boys got better. I can't see got better. They got better.
He wishes he had that one back.
And the ball out of play. The Knicks will have it.
When the game ain't loud,
to the sideline and catch up with Allen the
when that shit when they get down them last 5 minutes, 4 minutes of the game, he's not making.
If they can prevent Kawhi Leonard from taking over, we're talking about a first ballot Hall of Famer who can score from all 3 levels and can take your best scorer out of the game. I asked him, so what's the plan? He said, survive.
Allie, thank you.
He is like that.
Paul, he's checked in for Charlotte.
Pass
to Iverson.
Yo, this motherfucker, I'm a Rams fan.
Over Jordan.
No, but he's not.
This season game, one of the season game that he played in this year, he threw it behind. They ran a play. This man threw it behind the back pass dog in the game. They ran the play. Travis Hill, they threw it behind the back pass and completed.
So basketball player, huh? So he must play back.
Yeah, he not. He hooped too. They told him to stop.
Yeah, he likes to golf too.
Most quarterbacks. It's like most quarterbacks golf. Most quarterbacks
to Jordan.
Most quarterbacks shooting the night to golf. So they got perception and action. That's all it is. They got to be able to.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
Everything working for them inside so far, guys.
I know, like, I think Russell wants to win so bad sometimes. The elements of the situation just probably get the best of us. You know, when you're talking about like being a game, like being the game, being Fox, being Brunson. You have to learn how to slow the game up, down, when you're moving fast. And he has to expect that. So sometimes when he's trying to get it done, it looks like he's doing too much. Bad shot at the wrong, because he's still in fast mode, right? And he doesn't know how to slow the engine down right? All right, let me go ahead and turn here. And that's what ends up happening.
James has got 10
That's
points
all.
in the game.
It's not like
systems are on go.
the 43-minute game, and then there's the I'm in traffic. And he hasn't perfected that traffic play yet. And that's what makes him look bad at certain times because he's doing things in the moment where it doesn't need to be done. Like, oh, you shouldn't have took that shot there. You shouldn't have tried to throw that lob there. Like,
no, Russ, don't move it. Goddamn it, Russ. Like, it's that with me. Like, because we fans of we wanted to succeed, but we, to this point, like, we want to win so bad. Sometimes, like, this game, score, timing, situation, all of that matters. For him,
New York trailing.
Combining all that shit I just named, for him, it's all one ball and it's a win. It's like the rubber band ball that you see, right? All that shit combined in one. You bounce that motherfucker, come on, right? Yeah, that's him. But you around that big, we got this, we got this, so that's, for him, he ain't took the time, man. Rivalry, he gets all
to the inside.
Still bouncing. And then it's hard as, like, if you're a teammate or you're a coach.
Blows the alley-oop jam.
It's hard to tell him to, like, yo, just take it easy because he does so many. Like, you remember when he got the 3 offensive rebounds to get the.
Fought through contact.
That right there is part of this ball where greatness does happen into it because his engines moving so on. Like, I get the rebound, you missed. Boom. I got to get it again. Boom. Like, a normal mind wouldn't have done that. Right? That's a Dennis Rodman mind. There's only certain people who can think that fast and go. And sometimes you got to slow it down too to hit these key shots and make this right play. And that's all. That's the only thing that. For these moments, and somebody like Ryan Clark makes a statement, is because you're putting so much of your
Charlotte on top. They lead by a bucket.
Your vision of Russell Westbrook on these little plays here and there. So we ask somebody who don't like Westbrook or who has this negative thing on Westbrook and say, all right, why you don't like him? They'll have 4 or 5 plays that stick out in their mind of his whole career. Like, wait a minute.
And before we move on, what do you guys think about
but it's a lot of players. There's a lot of players. There's a lot of players. Like, I mean, so you could have named somebody else that's been in the clutch like that. But when you think about clutch players, and you say, oh, who's the most clutch? Right there, name you somebody, and like, all right, name is the clutch moment. There's only going to be 3. Right? But the way the 3 were, they make it seem like that was his whole career. And that's just how life is. We take moments in time that's very great or very disappointing, and that's the label we put on those people.
Seems like the power of social media, not an apples-to-apples comparison. You think about JaVale McGee back in the day was always popping up on Shaq, and the fool created this perception around him in his game. Well,
it's rebounded by George. Probably should have
got safety protocols? Grainger has the safety pros too. Shop our vast inventory of safety products at Grainger.com. Call, click, or just stop by.
George has got 5 now.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet. Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly that block.
Nice shot by Lever.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play.
Short done.
Outside Paul. Just 5 on the clock. Back to George. Siakam pulls down the board.
Similar with the fan Westbrook nowadays, it started with the Lakers situation. Fans started calling him Westbrook, but it was just those clips, a bad shot or missed layup or whatever it may be. Now that people thrive off negativity on social media, so those things start hitting the net, and you gravitate more than that, and it takes away from his overall resume and what he's meant to this game. But that's the life we live,
and he's in first ballot.
And that's the crazy part. For somebody that gets talked about in this way and all the slander he gets,
it's just a lot of hate because he does it his way. Like he does it.
Unapologetic about doing it this way.
Yeah, he does it his way. Like he likes to. And when people do it this way, it's like he played. Right? I'm sorry. If you have to pick a player, there's one thing that I know with Westbrook. I don't have to convince him to go out and play. Right? And the one thing you can't teach a player he hasn't right? So no matter how you feel about him, you don't want to play against it, right? Because he's going to, you don't know what's going to happen. 20 and 20. You might run into one of them. You might run into that guy. I mean, it might be a 40, 20. God up,
That's my brother. So if you cross it.
I'm with 5, we bent it. Like, if I said it on bro, I meant it. Why is my name in your mentions, nigga? Your man's died and you on the benches. They know what I'm representing. Posted up in the hood like an engine, bitch. Duty woke in the party. I'm in this party with G19 on my body. Who gonna harm me? I'm on the block with like 500 steppers on bro. We move like a army. We do the chillin', call me. Told them first they call me. The fuck is a PFA, bitch? I am GDK. They know what's up. I'm with 5, we bent it. Like, if I said it on bro, I meant it. Why is my name in your mentions, nigga? Your man's died and you on the benches. They know what I'm representing. Posted up in the hood like an engine, bitch. Duty woke in the party. I'm in this party with G19 on my body. Who gonna harm me? I'm on the block with like 500 steppers on bro. We move like an army. We do the chillin', call me. Told them first they call me. The fuck is a PFA, bitch? I am GDK. They know what's up. I'm with 5, we bent it. Like, if I said it on bro, I meant it. Why is my name in your mention? But I had it all. For sure. She got an attitude. She said it did like she mad at you. For sure. Got an attitude, but I'm feeling this, so I ain't mad at you. And I'm tired of two, and it's matter too. I'm your baddest boo. So what you about to do? Top one baddie in a daddy move. And my ass fat, cause I eat my oats and my vegetables. And my pussy fat, and it's creamy oats, it's like animals. I'm a baddie, so I know them other bitches ain't impressing you. And I've been a baddie since a younger nigga, this ain't nothing new. Why these niggas in my face? All because I'm rich and my money blue. I don't care what niggas say, cause I'm really paid, I'm untouchable. Making bitches wanna hate, she see me and she get uncomfortable. Make a nigga wanna play, say I'm pretty and sexy, I'm untouchable. I don't wanna rush with you, got a crush on you, wanna bust on you. Nigga, got me in the mood, you don't fuck with me, then you fuck with who? And I brought a baddie too, she a baddie, ooh, giving baddie boo. I ain't gonna eat my boo, nigga, what you thought I was feeling you? For sure. But I had it all. For sure. She got an attitude. She said it like she mad at you. For sure. Got an attitude, but I'm feeling this, so I ain't mad at you. And I'm tired of two, and it's matter too. I'm your baddest boo. So what you about to do? Top one baddie in a daddy move. And my ass fat, cause I eat my oats and my vegetables. And my pussy fat, and it's creamy oats, it's like animals. I'm a baddie, so I know them other bitches ain't impressing you. And I've been a baddie since a younger nigga, this ain't nothing new. Why these niggas in my face? All because I'm rich and my money blue. I don't care what niggas say, cause I'm really paid, I'm untouchable. Making bitches wanna hate, she see me and she get uncomfortable. Make a nigga wanna play, say I'm pretty and sexy, I'm untouchable. I don't wanna rush with you, got a crush on you. I just walking on the stove, reminiscing about the old days. You know I ain't finna hoe. I was get up on my long day, we was traveling in the whole way. We was traveling in the whole way. I was get up on my long day, said I was traveling in the whole way. Said you took my heart and it's like, wonder why you do me like that. Like what do you do? I can't. You know I'm young and got a big bag. Now I see what you want. And I'm calling you off. I'm changing my number, don't answer my phone. I'm not in it, cause you know that you wrong.
He misses the free throw. Anthony's checked in for Jordan. He hits the second from the line.
Arenas, boy, I tell you, is one of the most confident and explosive scorers in the game. A shoot-first point guard who will let it fly at any time and do real damage with the ball in his hands.
James. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson. For Charlotte, they've gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Arenas passes to Jordan. Rebound by Lever. The Knicks have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Here's Sharman. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Sharman's got his first basket. Hornets trail by 3. Now here's Jordan. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Hard not to respect how tough Jordan is inside. Really good at angling his body to pick up the foul call.
That one's off. And he can't hit the second.
And give them credit for making a more concerted effort to get to the line this quarter. Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much. You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction. And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Now Jordan. Jackson outside. Back to Jordan. All by himself. Here's Lever. That shot off the mark. Some solid defense from Jordan. .151 left to play in the second quarter. Charlotte, no good that time either. And the Knicks with possession. They're on a 12-1 run. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
I mean, if I was out there, I'd probably test anyone for Jackson Jr.
And the shot goes in. .125 left in the second quarter. To the left side wing. Sharman can't get it to go. Hornets trail by 5. Oh, they get a hand on it. And here come the Knicks again. New York in transition.
You know, what's so impressive to me is the defense is trying to make adjustments, but LeBron's making even quicker reads. That's his IQ at work.
Arenas with the bucket.
Reliable approach. Getting the ball in the paint and going to work.
James passes to Iverson. Pulls it in from the elbow. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound. Abdul-Jabbar's got his 6th rebound on the night. Jordan with the bucket.
Once Jordan gets inside with the rock, it's practically all over. He's that consistent at close range.
Lever passes to James. From the high post. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound. Abdul-Jabbar's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Jordan. The Knicks pull it in. Pass to Iverson. Launches the 3. The shot off that time. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. New York out in front, up by 3. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
All right, thanks. Tibbs, what'd you think about the way this team defended in the first half?
Well, not bad, but we have to sustain it for the entire game. They put a lot of pressure on you. We got to make sure we're containing their dribble penetration, and then we got to react on challenge shots.
The expectations are high for the second half. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
You know what time it is. It's time for your fan half-court shots. Please direct your attention to center court. Drum roll, please. They're thinking about the shot. participant.
Greetings, one and all. The postseason drama we love, and no disappointment here as it's a close game so far for the New York Knicks.
Their bench has been strong. Guys coming in, accepting their roles, playing well in the minutes they're getting.
I'll take your word on this one, Kenny. You're the backup expert.
And looking at where the Hornets stand in the series. I'll get straight to it, Kenny. Is this a must-win game for them?
They might not want to admit it, Ernie, but this is a must-win game. I look at this team and I think, if they drop this one, it's going to get into their heads and they're not coming back.
Stop it, Kenny. It's not over yet. They know how to respond when their backs are against the walls.
Well, I guess we'll just have to see how it plays out, huh? Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
Thanks for joining us again for round one of the NBA playoffs. You know, LeBron James has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing. Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
And thanks for sticking with us as this round one game continues. Hornets trail by 3. On the court right now for the Knicks. Bam Adebayo is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's James, and it's Iverson in at the point. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Charlotte shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game. First free throw is good. Both good from the line that time. The Knicks with the lead. Pass to Adebayo.
Goodbye to Miami with a win.
5 years ago, Dwayne Wade in a Miami Heat uniform. He was inducted, of course, into the Basketball Hall of Fame last year. And this October, he will be the first player in franchise history to outside his face. History to get a statue outside of Kaseya Center, and the team announced the unveiling will happen on October 27th. So what might that statue look like? So we started imagining, and we had some thoughts. We thought we'd do a little top to top.
James outside. No good on the three.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's Hastings, covered by Jordan. On the clock. Hastings, the pass to Arenas for the lead. Adebayo grabs the board. Knicks shooting the ball at 48% so far. James with the ball, and Anthony picks him up defensively. Yep, got it. And the Knicks lead by 3.
And, for being a smaller guard, Iverson is a master at finishing inside. Just remarkable.
Hastings misses.
Look at that.
That's a game. If you fall down 7, get up 8, right?
See, there you go.
Knicks leading by 3. James passes to Adebayo. Back to James. Can't finish the lob. Charlotte is shooting a fantastic 57%. Hastings misses.
Starting slow in this half. 0 for 3 so far.
Here's Leonard. Leonard just muscles his way in.
A little bit of contact will not bother Leonard at all. I mean, he's so strong as a player. It's part of the deal for him.
And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
That's what you always want to do. That's what your dream. Exactly. This is in 2009. And then some top connection. We're going to start in 2006. Remember this? Catching a lot of white chocolate. Yep. Predecessor to what we see right now. This one, though, the famous picture. Here it comes. I mean, that's it. I know it was a law, but that was the one. It's the moment. Speaking of law. Yeah, really. Full court off the backboard. Yeah. And then what about this for category? Top nasty girl. Nasty. It's poor nasty girl. Yeah. I mean, this is rude. This is rude. That's like bowling pin. And this is also rude. Oh man. I mean, that's a bowling pin. That is. Right? We're going to just let you talk us through this final one.
Well, I mean, what you want me to say? I didn't think he was jumping. He spent off the surgery box. And
pass to Abdul-Jabbar.
Yeah, I got frustrated.
I got frustrated. Like you for Kirk, I don't think that this is going to be the statue. No, that's not that. I don't think it's the statue. But
LeBron for 3.
I think LeBron is best shooting the ball off the dribble.
Could be
his accuracy, spot on.
Here's Leonard.
Everyone's going to pick the pose with the lob in the air, but that's like half about LeBron, half about standing on the scorer's table.
Pass to
When you
Jordan.
look at it, it makes sense why he was the first person in franchise history to have a statue outside the face of the franchise.
Another one falls for New York.
We know Jordan is a master from the mid-range, whether he's squared up or falling away. You feel like it's going to splash.
The all-time leader in points, assists, steals, the scoring.
And with plenty of time left, that's his first foul. He needs to stay cognizant of that moving forward.
The Knicks making a switch here.
Right there. Hey, the only thing missing, though, today from his resume is a league MVP. Do you think that he is the greatest NBA player
with the rejection?
Gotta be cautious.
There's some really good historical selections and candidates, but I only go through my vantage point as a millennial. Outside of Michael Jordan and he was the greatest shooting guard I've ever seen with a combination of athleticism, skill set, and playing on both ends. Again, so he's number 3 right there on that list. He's the face of one of the most respected
and here's New York now. Big run right now for him. 11-2. Got a piece of it. And they get it back.
Out of all places,
Hornets trail by 10. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And D-Wade made the selfish decision.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
And Charlotte making a change here. Paul's checked in. Anthony's checked in for New York. And there's James from the arc. Counted from distance. James has got 21 points in the game.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
One of the all-time great players by any measure, any statistic, winning titles, finals appearances against those damn Celtics who beat him over and over again.
So late great Jerry West recall, ensuring he gets fouled while taking that shot.
These are his first free throws of the game.
Here by just doing it over guys like Dwayne Wade and Isaiah Thomas and John Stockton and a bunch of other greats. It's hard to win an MVP.
But y'all ready to start our weekend with this hot one? I'm going for Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard Jordan. Some of the greatest playoff runs in the history of the game.
First free throw is good.
Chris Paul has probably forgotten more about basketball than most of us know. He's an encyclopedia of knowledge for the game.
In San Antonio. When he did that finals run, when he was in Toronto, helping them deliver their first championship in franchise history, Kawhi Leonard is the guy that I'm rolling with.
Yeah, good on both.
But they're doing some good work at the line this time. Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
Here's Iverson. And finished off by Adebayo.
And look how explosive Bam can be. Defenses can't do anything to stop him on the alley-oop.
And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players.
I'm probably getting Luka at the point. Luka, me, Brown, Embiid at my side. Embiid is better than Rick in the game. Too much tonight. He's going to be much further. And we got to go with somebody like Frank. 6'7", he shoot left hand like that. Yeah, how we go. Luka, Frank, me, Brown, Embiid.
Are you crying? Double miles every day, and you can use those miles. What's in your wallet? All right. Do you play video games at the same time? Yeah, multitasking. Play them closer. Go them closer. You can chew down. I'm
going to have Jokic in mind for sure. We're going to kill you with offense.
Okay, that's what you're doing. We usually ask for a big list, right? We need your big list of usually 5 things. So what's your perfect starting 5 for if you were to do this?
Yeah, I think my perfect starting 5 is everything.
Hornets trail by 13.
I'm going with KD. I'm going with Steph. I'm going with Anthony.
And here's Paul.
I'm going with Anthony Davis. And I'm going with Drew Holiday.
1:46 left in the third quarter.
I got isolation clubs. I got whatever you need. I got a guy that
Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got 4 rebounds in the game. With a step back and a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Baiting defenders in the fouls. AI so good at drawing fouls and getting to the strike.
And to look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Knicks.
Well, for me, the passing has been fantastic all night. Everybody loves watching this style of basketball where the ball moves and players move. Coaches, fans, and even us broadcasters can appreciate that kind of action.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off of transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
Okay, so those are my first big 3. Then outside of that, I'm going to go with Nikola Jokic because, come on, at the center position, someone that can play inside and out, knocks out 3, which allows me the privilege of putting Jokic to the Cusco. So that's my 5. LeBron, Steph, KD. Then we
and so he makes both from the line.
Everyone says it's the biggest problem in the NBA. And that's it. That's my spot.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time.
That's a costly error. Well, let's see how they bounce back.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
Minute 32 left to play in the third. Here's Jordan. He's got 5. And there's the 8-second violation as they can't get it across half court in time.
Well, guys, if you want to know why the score is what it is, look at their turnovers this quarter.
That's been the culprit, the turnovers. I mean, TOs, those kinds of mistakes have really kind of drained their confidence to this point.
Paul George, he's checked in for Charlotte. Brown comes in for Jordan.
Nice find that time from Carmelo. We know he's a scorer, but that time did a good job finding the open teammate.
And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust.
You see a judgment, Zach, because you hold a gavel pretty well here on NBA Today.